The cat is in the slob. The February winds blew cold, and the snow was drifted high. As we were eating up the trail, not a sign of much blue sky. Though we were looking for the cat, it was the one of the furry kind, and not the kind of cat around the bend that very soon we'd find. Through bleary eyes I looked and saw, like looking through a fog, and then I heard the dreadful words, "Go back, we're in the slob." I stopped and sized everything all up, and it didn't look good to me. I could see somebody there, all bent down, beside a black spruce tree. Getting closer, I could see Big Dave, standing there beside his cat, and his professional buddy Bill was concentrating on what he was at. There was water covering everything, and the sleds were all afloat, and then I thought, to get them free, we're going to have some scout. Snowshoes lashed on. We hit it down to see what we could do. We pulled and dragged on that old cat until we all turned blue. We cut down every tree in sight, as we tried hard to make a trail, to get that cat back on solid ground, but every time we tried, we'd fail. Finally, with sweat-stained face and broken backs, that cat was free at last. As I stopped to take a little break, I had several flashbacks from the past, of lakes of slob and frozen feet, broken dreams and mittens white with snow, chasing caribou and making trails where most sane people would not go. Then back to that chunk of lifeless steel, that stubborn yammy will not budge. A man on each ski and winch wound tight. We could barely claim a little nudge. We tested every size of rope in sight, and the snow bungee was stretched tight. For a while it looked like that old yammy was all settled down for the night. Then more men came, and we all yanked hard, but she clung fast to the snow. Get a bigger rope and count the tree, still that old yammy just would not go. But she creaked and groaned beneath the strain, like a stubborn, balky mule. By now we all started to figure out that we just might need another tool. Then out of the blue somebody yelled, "Calm down, boys, have no fear." I saw a flash of yellow through the trees. "Here comes a bombardier." He wiggled her in and backed her up and said, "Hook up that sleigh to me." And before you could say bombardier, he yanked that sleigh and yammy free. It was very late after one long day when at last Heska came in sight. I figured the boys were all worn out and they would not celebrate tonight. But I asked them, when they had the time, to raise their glasses in the air and make a toast and say, "We are proud of you. Thank you, Mr. Bombardier."